Welcome back to Fox and Friends First. President Trump pushing back on House Democrats who are looking at retaliatory action against U.S. and Israeli ambassadors after Israel's government stopped Representatives Tlaib and Omar from visiting the country. But what message does this move against a key U.S. ally send? Joining us now with his reaction is the Foundation for Defense of Democracies President Cliff May. Cliff, thank you so much for joining us this morning. We really appreciate it.
Thank you. So
what message does this send?
Well, look, I'm hopeful, and I think it would be wise of moderate Democrats to put the brakes on this thing. The Israeli government, like any government, like our government, has the right to decide as a sovereign government who does and who does not cross over into their borders. The U.S. government, under the Obama administration, didn't allow an Israeli legislator who was seen as too right-wing to come into this country. Prime Minister Modi of India, when he was a politician before he was prime minister, he wasn't allowed to come in because he was seen as a Hindu nationalist and possibly anti-Muslim. Governments get to make these sorts of decisions. In this case, there was good reason for it. Not only had the president advised the Israelis, you don't want them in your country, they're anti-Israel, they don't like Jews, but it's also true that their itinerary was very suspect. It said mission to Palestine, not mission to Israel and Palestine. And they were planning to meet with people who are extreme anti-Semites and had ties to terrorism. The Popular Front for the Liberation of Palestine is a Marxist-Leninist revolutionary organization that's been involved in airplane hijackings and suicide bombings. They were going to meet with them, and MIFTA was organizing it.
And Cliff, this was after they turned down an offer by House Democrats to actually go with a bipartisan delegation, right?
Bipartisan delegation went just about a week ago. More than 70 members of the House. They were invited by the House Majority Leader, Steny Hoyer. And by the way, Rashida Tlaib was also told by the Israelis, look, you have relatives, you can go and visit with them. We're just going to ask you not to do propaganda while you're there against Israel. And she said, well, if those are the conditions, I won't do it. By the way, the organization, MIFTA, which was going to organize their tour, is not just really anti-Semitic. When I say anti-Semitic, I'm talking about blood libels, about matzahs being prepared with Christian blood, but they also have reprinted neo-Nazi treatises. So it seems that to these two women, white supremacy is fine if it's in the service of anti-Semitism.
Cliff, let me get this in. Yeah, let me get this in because you mentioned it. Rashida Tlaib, this is what she had to say after Israel said she can go visit her grandmother. She turned the offer down, as you said, saying visiting my grandmother under these oppressive conditions meant to humiliate me would break my grandmother's heart. I will not allow the Israeli government to humiliate me and my family or take away our right to speak out.
Yeah, I mean, I would imagine her grandmother would like to see her and does not believe that she has to be there bashing Israel. Maybe I'm wrong on that. Maybe that's what her grandmother thinks is most important. These women, look, these women want to boycott Israel. These women want to boycott Bill Maher because they don't like what he says. But they think that the Israelis have no right to boycott them. I don't see how that follows.
How does this benefit the Democratic Party? I want to pull up President Trump's latest tweet. This was from just yesterday, where he referenced these four as part of the Democratic Party. He said House Democrats want to take action against Israel because it is fighting back against two, maybe four people that have said unthinkable bad things about it and the Israeli people. Dems have such disdain for Israel. What happened? AOC +4 is the new face of the Democratic Party.
Yeah, you know, look, there's politics here, there's policy here, and there's public relations here. The president, who obviously would like to say that these Democrats, who are very far left and very anti-Israeli, this squad, that they are leading the Democratic Party, not Nancy Pelosi, not Chuck Schumer, not the moderates, these. Now, if the Democrats do embrace them, and if they do go after Israel and try to punish Israel, well, they're going to be essentially confirming the president's contention. I don't think that's smart for moderate Democrats to do. You want to call the ambassador in and say, you wish you had handled this differently? Go ahead. But I wouldn't. But if they go further than that, I think they're making an awful mistake.
Yeah, we'll see if it happens. Cliff May, thank you so much for joining us. Great insight this morning. We appreciate it.
Thank you.